Welcome into a really important update to the TikTok Live community guidelines. This is our new guidance on how to apply the community guidelines to your stream. Now, the key thing is to understand the community guidelines themselves haven't changed. The enforcement of them has been tightened up. So we're going to cover what's changed in harassment and hateful behavior, exploitation and abuse, high-risk regulated activities, reproduced content, direction to third parties, inorganic gift-triggered actions, and low visual quality. Before we get into what the violations are, here's what happens if you do one of them. Immediately, you get removed from the For You page and the live feed. So if your views are low, but your engagement seems fine, is almost certainly one of these things that you're doing. And the removal from the For You page will maintain until the action stops. Normally it takes around 5 minutes for the reach to recover. So let's get into it. First up, harassment and hateful behavior. Anything with a person or an identifier plus a degrading word is going to be a violation. So keywords, the N word, the R word, the M word in reference to smaller people, and then simpler degrading words which once were fine on TikTok Live, like dumb and stupid and shit or garbage or idiot. Even as a joke, be very, very mindful, particularly in battling, because moderation doesn't know the relationship between the people and doesn't know if it's a joke. Exploitation and abuse. This is where slurs or sexist language or reference to any body parts becomes an issue. So language like bitch or whore or reference to body parts, specifically private body parts, are a problem. So do not refer to any body part as connected to a slur or a sexual context or violence. Also avoid referencing sex or any sexual activity all the way down to kissing. High risk and regulated goods. Going live in the car is an absolute no-no. It always has been. It's being moderated harsher now. And then more importantly, the newer is gambling. So it's any vehicle, not just cars, first of all. But for the gambling, any gameplay where the viewers can buy in is an issue. So try to avoid giveaways where the viewers have to buy in to be part of it. And anytime you're walking around a casino or showing gambling, there's likely to be a violation too. That could be within video games. Reproduced content. So this covers movies and TVs. It's playoff season right now, but there's often sporting events or major TV events going on. If you have them in the background and you show your screen and you're not adding anything to it, then there's a violation there. Same with movies in the background. Try to avoid copyrighted content at all costs in your streams. Direction to third party. So this is money transfer apps or driving traffic off platform. Transfer apps, Cash App, Venmo, etc. It now includes not allowing them within the bio, in your About Me section, or even in the subscriptions About Me section, where some people put these links. Also avoiding language like, I'm going to follow everyone who follows me on Instagram. Next up, and this is a big one, inorganic gift solicitation. So heavy gift-triggered actions or inappropriate punishments for gifts. So X gift for Y action is just not allowed. You're not allowed to have leaderboards on screen, and you're not allowed to have inappropriate punishments for gifts. Any chart where it shows gifts and an action or some way to get involved is going to be flagged as a violation here. Currently, this is just going to be moderated out, but we imagine that in the future, it potentially will become a bannable offense. And then finally, low visual quality. And in here, AFK, away from keyboard, should be away from camera. It's very strict and an immediate removal from the For You page or the live feed if you're off camera. Even leaning off camera for a second or two triggers it. This creates a poor viewing experience for anyone swiping onto your feed on the live feed, so it's just simply not sent there. Also, be mindful of start screens and waiting screens. If you do have to leave the screen and go to the bathroom, use the pause or just accept that the viewership will recover. Several people do outside streams and they're not on the screen all of the time. This is okay. It's just a decision that you have to make and accept for your stream to work that there will be dips in your reach to the For You page and minimize that time as much as possible. And a bonus point here, how to avoid those violations collecting as a list in your backend on TikTok. Lots of people come and ask if we can get the violation removed and the hefty warning that's going along with it. So here's how you can avoid it yourself. First up, stay live if the violation happens. What actually is occurring is when somebody stops their live after receiving a violation and restarts for obvious reasons, that violation has not had time to clear and be removed. So it sits on the old stopped stream without any review, and it won't get removed. The way to approach this, if you want the violation to go away, is simply stop the violative action. The violation will remove and your stream will continue and it won't stick on your record. So, any questions, drop them in the chat in any of the channels here in Blue Pro, and we can talk about community guideline violations until the cows come out.